If you look at other comedians locally here in South Africa, they are one-dimensional. And they set themselves up for failure because they think to themselves that if we overstep the line into the border of controversy, that's going to give us an audience. If you have a niche in stand-up comedy, like, for example, you specialize in serial, or you specialize in satire, or in observational, self-deprecating, go with that which comes natural to you. Don't be a poser. I've heard your albums. You're very observational. But when you're talking to me, you're like, this is life. This is me. Do you think that you separate your two public heart, your personality into two? There's a public side of you and a private side of you?
Yes, the short answer is yes. And that came from the broadcasting side. So this is the third side of me, right? Because I also do podcasts for wrestling, professional wrestling, and baseball. There is a bit of, hey, look, I'm going to perform, and that comes with that meaning enunciating and projecting my voice to make sure I'm heard, and that comes with certain sensibilities. So it's a kind of a mix of a conscious and subconscious, especially if I'm like doing weddings, I'm announcing your last name, which you should. If you want to get smarter, you should do that. You can tell when they put on their masks for different things: quantum physics, sports, politics. The one guy in the corner was like, so anyway, I don't know. And they're the same all the time. You know, they're not really challenged a lot. But I'm also a firm believer, what Neil deGrasse Tyson says, is that if you think you're the smartest guy in the room, it's time to change rooms.
And I'll be honest, that's something that I am trying to implement today. And there has been times in my career where I thought I was the bee's knees. And I think the allure of being popular in media tends to do that. And as well as there's no remedy for curing it. I was warned years ago, don't believe your own hype. But when you are in the midst of that, you are so addicted to the high. Referring to Robin Williams' example earlier, it's almost inescapable. But once that you've landed on your ass, then you start to learn, oh my goodness, what was taken from me? And when you get that back, then you realize that this is a privilege. You should look after it, but this is not who you are from behind the scenes. But if I didn't end up in the predicament that I did to do a show like this, I wouldn't be able to have a conversation with Flobo, who has a greater name recognition than I, teaching me about humor.
You, sir, are way more famous. I don't know what you're talking
about. Not a chance. I haven't even been on TV yet. You, my friend, have worked with Mark Maron of all people.
I was not on a radio program and have fans tune in weekly. It's like, you're that guy from that one thing years ago. So I have all the respect for you, man.
Well, all I got was death threats. So if that got me a modicum of fame, then I'll take it. Tune in next week and you'll see my head in a guillotine. You'll even hear the blade fall. Sayonara,
that's
sucker.
Fame. That's fame, baby.